So, Colby Covington is back in a shocking matchup of Joaquin Buckley versus Colby Covington, where we're honestly, as of now, I'm going to have Colby as my underdog, and I'll explain to you why. It's because of the inactivity, the waiting for a title fight, again, even after you just got yours, because you made some deal. I don't know what it was, but, it's really hard to get a title shot off of Jorge Masvidal and be able to sit out that long and get thrown into the mix for a Leon Edwards fight. It just doesn't make any sense. So you'll have to excuse my skepticism. Not saying anything happened for certainly. This is all alleged, but all the signs point to obviously some paperwork probably being signed or somewhere like that, like some legal deal or something like that. I know that there's a lot of things going on behind the back with Jorge and Colby legally, so maybe they had some leverage over there to negotiate with. Who knows? But at least he's trying to get back for a fourth run, but he's willing to earn it this time. And you know what? He's going to have to. Because Colby Covington's story is very interesting, as a matter of fact. Because Colby Covington, he invented that persona because of a Damian Maia fight, according to him, where he was going to get released whether he wins or loses. So he needs to add some marketability to save his name. Makes sense because, hey, the UFC has proven a lot of times that you need to be marketable in order to make it places. It's not the first time that good fighters have really gotten bad deals. A lot of people forget about John Fitch, and that was a guy that just showed up to fight and kept it real. And because he wasn't as marketable, they really kind of just, forgot about him. UFC does treat a lot of fighters very unfairly, unfortunately. But Colby did what he needed to save his career. When you have worked that hard, you don't want to fade into nothingness. So you have to do whatever you want. So I sympathize with that. But I feel like he let the marketability and the persona become the full thing. Because you look at that Leon Edwards fight, he was full-blown on top of that whole thing where he's like, you know what? I got to go persona maximized. And when it came time to close the door, you look at Conor McGregor's run with his marketability, a lot of that came more with the backing up, the talk. He didn't show up at all in that last title fight. And here's the thing. Even if you could say you're going downwards in the ranks towards Joaquin Buckley, Buckley can still win this fight if Colby refuses to fight. If Colby doesn't show up like the Colby of old who can go for 15 or 25 minutes nonstop, press this insane pace, wrestle, and continue to just dish out punishment for that long. Yeah, he's not a finisher, but it's hard for him to get winded. When is the last time we've seen him get tired in there? He knows how to pace himself. He knows how to press the pace without overdoing it. But if that Colby Covington does not show up, then he's going to be in for serious trouble. That's why I'm holding him to the underdog card right now. I got him as like a plus 100 in my honest opinion because he could still do it. This is a no excuses fight though for the standard he used to fight as versus like the standard he's going to now. Granted, Joaquin Buckley has made great strides. He has done way better than I ever thought he was going to at welterweight. Excuse me. And that's why it's like, if Colby wants to win this fight, get back with the fans' approval, I don't mind about Colby's shtick at all. I think it's kind of cringy, but at the same time, more entertainment than cringe. But if he does not actually throw a willingness to throw a punch or shoot for a takedown or do exactly what it is he used to do, I think Joaquin Buckley's going to use his name to get a win under his column that we never thought he was going to get before. So this is a do or die moment for Colby. Maybe I'm feeling more pressure for Colby than Colby is for himself right now, but just as a guy who does appreciate what Colby Covington has brought to the welterweight division over time, regardless of, the backstory behind it and, how bad it makes him look sometimes. You understand it. Welterweight now, without like Usman and without Covington and without Masvidal, it has lost a lot of steam. It is not the most popular division because a lot of the people they have there fighting are usually just there to fight. And then the people who are putting on shticks, they aren't the most flattering. But if we get Colby at least back into the mix, I don't know if a title fight is on the way for him, because looking at how the welterweight division has evolved, it's looking very questionable if he's got the physical ability, but he at least does have that necessary evil of a marketability purpose that could really bring welterweight to some of its former shine. But that's what I got to say. Even though he's my underdog, I do want to see him succeed. Peace out.